Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our fourth moon day, this Tarpanam day. I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit out of sorts. I received a ring at the doorbell. The doorbell rang, and then there were two police officers there, and they had said, "We're sorry to inform you, but there's a cat who was injured and perhaps has died." And it was called in by one of your neighbors. And I said, "Oh my goodness, I would have definitely called or checked it out." So they're busy out in my backyard checking for an injured kitten, or perhaps the cat died. So what is that all about? This is called an omen. And it is very auspicious, even though it seems to be a bit tragic, and that a little kitty cat is suffering and perhaps has died or passed away on my property. And here we are talking about Mahalaya. And it is Friday, September 24th, 2021. Now that I've gotten my breath back and my heart isn't beating so hard, because none of us like to hear about suffering. None of us like to hear about death. And during Mahalaya, this is the time where the ancestors are trying to communicate with us. So we've been coming together since the beginning of this week, and we had a preparation call. So you're welcome to check these videos out. They're all recorded, and it's really important that you do if you're new to the channel or if you're new to this series. So my name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. And we've been, we got together again on the first new moon, or on the first moon after the full moon. And that was on Tuesday. So now we're coming together, and it is Friday. And we have a very powerful moon called Maha Bharani. And Maha Bharani, Maha means great. Bharani is a star of purification. It's a star that is associated with Lord Yama, the god of death, the one who says, okay, your karma is done, and now when you pass away, you will go to different realms. And perhaps you will go to heavenly realms. Perhaps you will go to kind of like a purgatory state, because you can't come back in the physical realm unless you start to disturb your descendants. And that's what Mahalaya is. It's the great night of the ancestors, where the souls or the spirits of the ancestors come into the earth plane, and we can get tremendous blessings by helping them. So we have been sharing all about that. People have been coming in and saying hello and where you're from. That's always fabulous to know that we're coming from all around the world. We're a global community, and Dr. Pillai has pinged our souls. So we're creating a network who is committed to raising the vibration, raising the consciousness, using spiritual tools, or high tech, as Dr. Pillai coins the term, where we can commune with our ancestors and then get their blessings, relieve them of their suffering. Now, what's so special about Maha Bharani? It's a power time during this 15 days to honor the ancestors as they're flooding into the earth plane. And you may feel this experience as well deep within you. And as you do your Tarpanam, or the ancestor offering, like we've shared and we've shown, and we'll continue to do it again together, you will continue on in doing that in your daily practice forever, because your souls are shared by the souls of the ancestors. So not only do we look like them, or do we have this similar behavioral traits, or we might have thoughts of what they did in their lifetimes that may not pertain to this lifetime. However, we feel stuck. We can't move forward. So we know, okay, the ancestors are pinging us, and we need to do something for them. So many of you have been sharing that you have had really beautiful experiences. Some people have shared that they've had a lot of pain and headaches, or they feel so wiped out, lethargic, fatigued. And that's because you are shifting your relationship to your ancestors. You share their genes. So therefore, inside of you, that is getting cleansed. Those genes are getting cleansed. and all the behaviors or the thought patterns that keep pumping up into your brain and causing you to think, wow, why am I thinking that terrible thought? Or why am I thinking that fabulous thought? Well, we don't want to say why anymore. We know that the ancestors are contributing, and we need to pray to the ancestors. We need to honor them, because it won't matter how many mantras we chant or whatever rituals we do, or the meditation practices, or going on spiritual journeys, pilgrimages, going to church, temple, mosque, wherever it is, communing with nature. So it is very, very important that we get the ancestors' blessings, because that's how our soul came through that lineage or many lineages. So we eventually connect the dots and we're all one. However, that's a bit too overwhelming. So Maha Bharani is a fabulous day to call on the ancestors, ask Lord Yama to purify them, to allow them to go into higher states of consciousness and create beautiful ways of being and get unstuck. So it's a purification star. Your mind is going to be on things like maybe cleansing your space, maybe cleaning up, making your space more sacred, getting rid of junk, decluttering. Maybe you want to cleanse your body. Maybe you'll think about giving up addictions that you have been not able to do because you've inherited that from your ancestors. So your addictions can be anywhere from alcohol or food or drugs, sugar, sweets, that sweet tooth that never seems to get satisfied. That's an omen that your ancestors are saying, hey, I'm still hungry. I want the sweets. I want the goodies in life that I had when I was here on the earth plane. And they're no more here. So your ancestors, for those of you who are new to Mahalaya, TARPANAM, ancestral offerings, the time of the ancestors, it is, those are the souls who are no more. They're no more in the physical realm body. They're no more here on the earth plane. However, they're tethered to us. So even though they're dead, they're passed away, our soul, as Dr. Pillai shares the souls of our ancestors. So there's a soul genetic connection. So when we commune or communicate with our ancestors, we know that we're not just talking to the air, they are actually present. And so many people have been sharing their experiences during Mahalaya, during this time that we're coming together. So this is our third call together. We are going to have a total of 8. We had one preparatory call. We had another call at the beginning of Mahalaya a few days ago. And now we're having this 4th moon Bharani star on the waning phase of the moon cycle at this time of the year during Mahalaya. And it is a really powerful time to not only connect with our ancestors, but to connect specifically to the qualities, the traits that we want to get blessings for them so that they can go into higher realms, go to the light, and bless us. So what are those blessings? So let's just do a little walk down memory lane. The first moon was about giving us wealth, blessings, and for marriage or desired relationship. The second moon grants continuation of the lineage and a satisfied life. The third moon gives business prosperity and helps to get rid of stress due to a forbidden relationship. And why is that important? Well, we inherited the thoughts of our ancestors who perhaps had affairs, or they had illicit relationships, or they were in tricky business, in business or finance, or they were with cheating people. So those kinds of undesirable relationships, even if we are goody two-shoes and we're doing our best to be our best versions of ourselves at any given point in time, there are some really strange things that we have found ourselves doing, saying, what the heck am I in this situation for? And how did I get here? Honoring the ancestors will get you out of it. So that was the third moon. And then the fourth moon, which is now, It gives the ability to master enemies. So you will be empowered to win over competitors, rivals, the enemies outside of you, or competitors outside of you, maybe in your family, maybe in your business, your work relationships, maybe in your social circle. And then that helps you to get the blessings to have high self-esteem, and you know you can do it, you gain your strength, you come out of your harms and hurdles. So your ancestors who have done that, and whose ancestors haven't, because we all have ancestors who were at a time when there were wars going on, and also perhaps we had to fight off the enemy. Those ancestors had to do that. Some perhaps were imprisoned, or it had to endure a lot of pain and suffering without any food, or without any water or medicines, or anyone around them to support them. So it was a very tumultuous time for about 6 generations ago, and we're still feeling that. So we need to cleanse that karmic reality that gets passed on to us, even if we aren't in a war-torn country at this point in time. So what else can you do? And this is what's bringing me back full circle to when I began this call, when the police showed up at my door and said, do you have a dying pet, or a cat who is suffering? It seems to be that one of the neighbors said there's a suffering cat on my property and it could be dead. So I was like, whoa, that is a tremendous omen, because what happens here on the 4th moon, as well as it's a cleansing moon, a purifying moon, it also can help you to get the blessings of your pets and animals that were killed unintentionally. Right place, right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. So I wondered how that was going to come into this conversation. And for real, it just happened to me. And never before have the constables come, and these big guys in their cars. And I was just like, whoa. And I said, I really have to go. I have to get on a call. And they said, okay, well, we're just going to go around and check out your house and your backyard and see if the cat is there. And I was like, wow, this is so amazing, because they'll take care of it. And also I get to come on here and tell you that this is for real. As Dr. Pillai shared, how do we know that we are doing the right thing? How do we know spiritually, or if we are communing with those ancestors? So no other day is a day to get blessings during Mahalaya from our pets who have perished or passed away unintentionally, or they have grown old and we really miss them dearly, and we want to know if they're okay, but we don't want them to come to the earth plane, because they've been our companions, they've been our saviors in a lot of ways. As pet therapy is not just a cool thing to do, it really is. Those of you who have pets, you know. And I have a little puppy, and she's just so adorable, and I just can't ever imagine anything horrible happening to her. And she has come at a time in my life where I really needed to be with my little friend, my companion, who took me out every day during COVID time, get outside, get fresh air, go for walks, and then also to be here during lockdown, to have another little body in the space. Because it can be lonely. So this is a great day to honor your ancestors, to get the blessings to cleanse your body, your mind, your soul, your space, and also to receive the blessings from pets or animals that you've loved or known. And maybe your parents, you had a family dog, and then it passed away, you moved away, and you never got to be with it before it passed away. So that is a great sign. And without further ado, I'm going to get into our Tarpanam offering so that we can wrap it up a bit earlier today. I've got to jump on to another call. However, those of you who are brand new, please review the recordings that were previous to this call, past 2 days. One was a preparatory call, and then the other was the first day of Mahalaya. And they went on. So lots of questions got answered. Lots of questions got asked and answered. And also a lot of great information about the importance of honoring the ancestors. And it's a no kidding. So without further ado, let's get into it. And I'm going to move away from the camera. I'm going to be setting up the bowl here, or the altar, and then the bowl to, I'll show you everything that's happening here. So we have this setup where I can share about the ingredients for tarpanam. Although if you watch the reviews, the previous recordings, then you can get a little bit more in depth on understanding of what that is all about. So first of all, what we're going to do is we're going to just talk about this and how it came to be. So this could be a tarpanam offering for you, the food to the ancestors, which helps them to be forgiven for all their sins, all their mistakes that they made, all the challenges, all the harms and hurdles, all the curses that they endured, or the suffering that they endured because of others, or because of the time they lived in. So this is what it looks like. And you can have this type of offering, or you can have any version of it up until this point. So what we have is the black sesame seeds, and that is so important. That's the main ingredient. If you have beige sesame seeds, that's fine. Black ones do it better. So this has the atomic power to go to the ancestors, to satiate them, and then you mix it with a little bit of water, like you're going to see momentarily, and feel and experience, and that will remove the suffering that they are in, and then they will bless you. So if you have the black sesame seeds or beige ones for now, then you can use that. If you want to mix something else with it, it would be this white rice powder or flour. Then you could also use some white rice grains. They can be cooked or uncooked, any type. Then we want to have a coin. So a coin, any denomination, you can use. I'll take that out now. And then we also have something very special here, is called Darba Grass. Now, Darba Grass is what the ancestors love. So this is cut up little pieces of this here that we have. This is Darba Grass, and it comes, I've cut these up even into smaller pieces. It comes in about 18 inches long, and this is dried. Perhaps you can get fresh ones if you are able to do that, maybe in India, or at a temple if you are able to get to a temple. So that's Darba grass. Then we have, what do we have going on here? Sandalwood paste. So sandalwood paste, this is powder. You mix it with a little bit of water, and it gets offered to cleanse the sins as well. This is turmeric, and turmeric powder is healing. It also gives wealth consciousness. So all these different substances are going to help the ancestors to evolve. They're going to be very happy. This is their party food. They've come to the earth plane to enjoy the blessing, the offerings that you're giving them. So this here is cut up tulsi leaves, or tulasi. And Lord Vishnu loves that. Lord Vishnu is the overlord of the ancestral Pitraloka, the location where the ancestors go when they are on their way to higher realms. So they go and they figure out where they need to go next. This is a bit of cut up, I suppose, or dismantled bilva leaves. So bilva leaves, or vilva leaves, are what we honor Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva today, Maha Bharani, he loves being propitiated. So this is a dried out bilva leaf, and that is what we would offer to Lord Shiva. especially on today where you can cleanse your karma, get rid of negative congested karmas, evil eye, black magic, curses that you had no idea, but you feel it because your life is going up and down and you just can't seem to reap the benefits and sustain the benefits of your hard efforts. So cleansing during Maha Bharani is really powerful. And then we've got just a few flowers if you want to use those. So you can mix it up and it can look simply like this, where if you do have some Darba, you can put it in there, but it's black. The main thing is the black sesame seeds and the rice, white rice grains, or the white rice powder, or both. And you only need a small amount. But what I've done here, just because it's already mixed up, is to we'll do the offering of the ancestors and have everything that I just showed you all mixed into this fabulous container, which then you can close off and seal it. And then when you do Tarpanam, which is during sunrise and sunset, remember, before the sun rises and before it sets in your place, daylight hours, that's when you do the Tarpanam. You don't want to do it during when it's the dark time, nighttime, or just before dawn, because you get tricky ancestors who sneak in and cause havoc. So you want to get the ancestors, feed the ancestors who are tricky too, but do it during daylight hours if they've snuck in. And they want to hang out and get this food. So we all put the coin in there as well. I'll just leave it out. So what we have here, what we're going to start with is we're going to offer Darba, which is Bermuda grass. So you can see the little bit of a difference of this, the type of grass. So this is Darba for Ganesha. It's kind of fine and feathery. And then compared to the Darba, which is straight and perhaps rigid and stronger. So that's the difference. So Darba, Bermuda grass, Darba, this is the grass for the ancestors. Ganesha, ancestors. So now that you've got your lesson in what to offer the ancestors during this particular practice, and if you're at home, you know what to do. You've taken a shower, or at least washed your face and hands, and then you have facing the south. So get all that set up, and then we'll begin offering Ganesha some Darva or Bermuda grass to remove the obstacles inside of you and also inside of your genes, your DNA that you share with the ancestors. So that which is no longer serving you, you ask this particular being to help you to cleanse. This is the day of cleansing, Maha Bharani, the star of cleansing, the star of the ancestors getting relief and getting freed from their prison-like state of existence, being stuck in nowhere, no man's land. So we'll call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles. For this also to be a success for everyone here and all around the world. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now close your eyes and put your attention internally. Now that Ganesha has removed the obstacles for this ritual to enrich you, we want to cleanse the body, mind, and soul. And connecting with your energy body, your chakra system, is going to help to speed things up much more faster than your physical or your mental state, your thoughts about how to do it. So allow the energy to come alive inside of your backbone. Imagine a ray of light shooting up your backbone from the tailbone area, piercing the chakras. Starting at the base of the spine will enliven the chakras. Move up to the heart center, middle of the chest. Move up to the throat, clear the throat. Move up to the middle of the brain, the third eye. Float back down to the base of the spine, also the legs and feet. Feel the grounding of this spiritual energy. Connect with the earth. Na, 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 na. Move up to the hearts, up to the navel. Connect with the water element. Imagine your belly filling with water, cleansing the navel chakra. Ma, 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 ma. Now move up to the heart. The heart center, middle of the chest, also down the arms and hands, fingers. Set them on fire. She. Move up to the throat, the mouth, the nostrils. Connect with the air element or the prana, subtle air. Va, 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 va. Move up to the two eyes, the right and left brain. Feel the whole brain tingling with your awareness, your attention, your divinity, your soul. Connect with the ether, the akash, or space. Ya, 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 ya. Now, imagine Dr. Pillai appearing before you in a form you're familiar with, or a vast light, spiritual energy to erase or diffuse your stubborn karmas. Soak up the light coming from his being as if you're a human sponge. Sponge it up from head to toe, inside, outside, in your aura, in the space around you. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Now make a prayer to your ancestors internally inside your genes to release anything that is no longer serving you. Allow them to be released into the light, out of you, out into the realm of the ancestors, where they can instantaneously be forgiven, forgive you for not honoring them, knowingly or unknowingly, and then ask for blessings for them to evolve and also for you to evolve. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now, slowly, slowly open your eyes. And what we're going to do now is focus our attention on the bowl here, where we will capture the items that are being offered. So once again, you're going to use your right hand. You've already taken a shower, or you've at least washed your face and hands, maybe brushed your teeth. You've gotten into a different state of receptivity. You're facing in the south direction or east, or maybe southwest, or any direction that you feel that you need to do that as per your tradition. So connect with that direction where the ancestors are getting ready to receive your blessing. Right hand over the bowl, put your coin into the right hand, and then you can pour a little bit of the tarpanam. This is a full mixture of the tarpanam. It's a coin-sized amount. You don't need too much. So you can now take a little bit of the water with your left hand, or if you're near a tap or a lake or a river or ocean, you can just take some water with your left hand and just put a few drops over top. So it becomes like a mixture. Then take your left hand and put it underneath the right hand to support you. You may feel the ancestors coming. You may even see the ingredients pumping. You may feel a tremendous amount of energy or pain or thoughts that are negative or thoughts that are fabulous. You will know you're connecting to the ancestors. Pay attention to your throat as well. As Dr. Pillai has shared, that's where the karma, it gets stuck. So pay attention to your heart, your throat, your third eye, and then down into the belly and into the legs. Your whole chakra system is going to get cleansed on Maha Bharani star. And now we'll begin. This is a prayer to my ancestors on my mother's side of the family, 6 generations at least. Please accept this offering. Help me to understand or experience that you're here, that you're taking it, however that is. Eyes open or eyes closed. Be still. Ask those ancestors who are really struggling. This is their big day to remove a lot of negative, congested energies and thoughts and memories of what they wanted to do during their lifetimes. Relieve yourself of the addictions. Relieve yourself of poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness, challenges. Mother side of the family, maternal side of the family. Feel the palms. Feel your chakras coming alive. Be at peace and bless us. Then take your water again and rinse the coin, the ingredients off. Stay focused, stay still. Feel what's going on inside of you. It's not only a prayer, this is your soul being cleansed from the suffering that you inherited, knowingly or unknowingly. You can keep the coin for the next offering, which will do for the father's side of the family. Right hand, facing south, southwest, or east even, or any direction as per your tradition. Coin, take a small amount, a coin-sized amount. Left hand underneath, right hand. This is for 6 generations on my father's side of the family. Please take the opportunity during Maha Bharani, the star that purifies, that relieves you of curses, black magic, suffering of all kinds. Please take this, move into the light, move into higher realms so that you can be at peace, you can be forgiven, you can be relieved of any addictions, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual sufferings that you endured and you passed on knowingly or unknowingly to this generation and the descendants here. Please, please take it. You can pour a little bit of water to make it to come alive. And now take a moment to feel the connection. Make your own prayer. Ask for what you want. Ask if you need forgiveness from the ancestors that you disrespected or you forgot about and you don't even know who they are, that you're sharing their genes. Ask that it is being cleansed, removed from your consciousness, removed from your soul, and feel the ancestors being satisfied for this offering. You may even see them moving into heavenly realms in your mind's eye or in your experience of it. And then once you've completed receiving their blessings, blessing them, take your time and wash away the sins, wash away the impurities, wash away everything that needs to be forgiven and forgotten. So you're not supercharged. You can have memories, but you're not supercharged by negative emotions. And now, since it is Maha Bharani, we will pay homage to any pets or loved animals whose souls are no more here, and they may enjoy the blessings as well. And as I'm saying that, there's a dog barking outside saying, yes, thank you. So again, once again, facing south, southwest, east, depending on your tradition. Right hand coin is there. Put a little bit of tarpanam mix. We'll add the water now. No hard or fast rules. Left hand underneath. This is for the departed spirits of any pets or animals that you have had as family members, or they were your favorite companion. And you want to make sure that their souls are happy, their spirit is happy, they're in a happy place for the souls of those. So you can get the blessings, ask for the blessings, and ask for forgiveness if you harmed them in any way, knowingly or unknowingly. And you just feel really bad about that. Maybe this is the day during Maha Bharani to relieve yourself of the suffering and relieve them of the suffering, even though animals are pretty unconditional. They love you. Feel the love, feel the joy. Feel the connection. Ask them to go into higher realms, be at peace, be blessed. and bless you with joy, happiness, maybe a new companion. And then you take the water when you're ready and you pour it on the mixture, cleansing it. You never know, as the animal spirits are relieved of their state, they can evolve into human souls with the help of the tarpanam. So it's an evolutionary process. We've been everything, including animals. So it's a great time to honor them. So you can just take the coin and put it aside and close your eyes. After you wipe your hands off, if you'd like. Make your final prayer internally. Thank yourself. Thank everybody here. Thank Dr. Pillai for guiding you to receive the blessings of participating in a group tarpanam, this guided tarpanam practice that will honor at least 6 generations on your mother's side of the family, 6 generations on your father's side of the family, and also the souls of the spirits of the animals, the pets that you've had and who are no more here. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Ask for help, ask for blessings, whatever it is that you need them to do in a mysterious and miraculous way for you. They will move the heavens now that you have appeased them, now that you have asked for their blessings, and you have a communion with them, communication with them. And when you're ready, you can come back to yourselves. So the tarpanam mixture, I am going to pour outside in my garden. If you don't have a garden, you can pour it down the drain, but just make sure that you have a drain catcher to catch all the seeds and the grass and the herbs, because you could have things growing in your drain. And when you clog your drains, then the goddess of wealth runs away. So maybe you can cleanse the drains. If you have plumbing problems, get that addressed. It could be the ancestors telling you, hey, you're missing out on wealth. Take care of your house, take care of the pipes, the plumbing, and including yourself, your own digestion. Maybe you want to go on a cleanse. So you can slowly come back, reconnect with Dr. Pillai, and I will swing around and say hello and goodbye. It's going to be a short one today, relatively, because I've got to jump on to another call in about a minute or so. So thank you everyone for joining. If you have any questions, please do pop it onto the chat. If Jamie hasn't responded to you already, thank you, Jamie, for being here. Thank you, Arjun, for being here as well, our fabulous support team here during this Mahalaya Paksha 7-day guided series, plus the preparatory call. So we're going to meet again on the 28th, which is going to be the Madhyashtami. Ashtami means 8, and Madhya is the time to really cleanse yourself of some challenging karmas and get tremendous blessings So these are power times. They're filled with energy that you can't blink and miss it. So enjoy what you have been learning here and do your daily practice of this tarpanam. If you can, just at minimum, black sesame seeds and water. And then again, have a little shower, or if you can't, then please wash your face or hands and hands. And then facing the direction of the ancestral realm, which is south. Some people say it's southeast or southwest. Some people say face east. Some people say face all kinds of directions. So try it out. Use yourself as your own experiment. This is a very powerful day. If you could do 108 offerings of tarpanam in a row, or perhaps throughout this whole fourth moon, which is all of today, here in Toronto, Canada, the fourth moon rules. So Bharani is happening today. The fourth moon is ruling all of today. It started late last night. So you want to make sure that you take this, take advantage of this time to honor your ancestors and to feel it and to know that you have been cleansed at the level of the body, mind, and soul, and ask for blessings, material blessings, spiritual blessings, and blessings for the whole world. So it's a great day. You don't want to blink and miss. And you are here. So congratulations for being here. And hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. We'll see you on the 28th, which is for Madhyashtami, as I just mentioned. Check out Pillai Center if you want to participate in any of the offerings or the services that are available now, and you feel like, oh my goodness, yes, this is for real. I've got to honor the ancestors. So you don't want to blink and miss this time. And then also there's a year-long program. Even if you did miss it, you can participate in the year-long program, and it will include Mahalaya next year. So I've talked a lot about that, and people have shared so much. They've sent emails and WhatsApp and Skype, and been communicating with me on Slack and saying, you know, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have been studying with Dr. Pillai for a long time, and I didn't realize the importance of honoring the ancestors, especially during Mahalaya, so I can evolve spiritually and materially. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. Make sure that you honor your pets today, especially, although you could probably pray for them. If you missed out on this day, pray for them throughout, because they are part of your lineage as well. They were here for some time, and they came with you to guide you, to be your companions, to be your family pet, your family member, to be your fabulous friend, therapy pets. So their souls are really happy to know that you still love and care for them, and that you wish them well. And with that, you will feel that inside of yourself, and forgive yourself for any misdoings or any untimely deaths or neglect. That's all over. And then you can give them what they need, which is the tarpanam. And then they'll be happy and you'll be happy. So with that, we'll close. Thanks so much again for joining. We'll see you in the next session. Have an amazing weekend ahead. The Pillai Center has lots of things going on, so check out Pillai Center, and we will see you when we see you next. Namaste.